Hello, hello, hello. This is Coach Shane. And we're streaming live. Just getting started here. Can you guys see my board? If I slide back. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, what about if I go all the way back? That's blurry. What if I stand up over here? Then do you see it? Stand back over here. No, it's just getting me. Let me see if I can fix this. Welcome, everybody. Video. Mirror camera allows you video resolution auto. Virtual background auto. What if I custom? No, I don't want a virtual background. No background. Oh, there you go. Oh, now you can see. Nice. Now you can see. I'm going to talk about a couple of different things today. And if you're here, that's great. We are live streaming on several different platforms right now. And I see some of your chat, but not everybody's chat. So I kind of apologize in advance if you text me a message and I don't respond. I just didn't see it. So I'm going to try to open up some of my other channels, and then maybe I can see some stuff. But I don't know if that's going to happen. New tab. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, here we go. I see me. All right. So, my name is Coach Shane. You can see that down here, right over there. It says Coach Shane. Hopefully, you can see that. I've been teaching English for a very long time, since December of 1986. Isn't that crazy? Since December of 1986. There we go. That's what I like. And I really like my job. My specialty, my focus is helping people build their speaking skills and helping people build their listening skills. That is my specialty. And that's what I've done since December of 1986. I know I look so young, right? I look so young. It's hard to believe, but it's true. So when you are learning English as a second language, as a foreign language, there are 3 stages that you need to recognize, okay? And you need to figure out which stage are you. And I have it behind me. I'm going to push it over here so you can see it a little better. So the 3 stages, the 3 stages of learning English: kids, students, and adults. The way people learn English is different at these stages. So for kids, let's say you're a mom or a dad and you have children at home. I mean, from babies all the way up to 5, 6, maybe even 7 years old, children learn best by listening first, and then they develop speaking. Listening, just like the way they studied, the way they learned your language, their native language, right? So if you're Spanish, your baby speaks Spanish because you always speak Spanish at home. You speak Spanish, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa speak Spanish, aunts and uncles, neighbors, the store, the television, the radio, everything's in Spanish. The baby is listening to Spanish all the time, and eventually the baby starts speaking Spanish, right? That's natural. And they can learn English that way too. My son Mikey, he speaks poquito Spanish, 一点点 Chinese, and a wee bit French. How does he do that? Because mom and dad, we try to use those languages. We use those languages at home, just a little bit, but it's for fun. And they understand. And they can speak a little bit of Spanish and French and Chinese. It's pretty cool. And we never taught them. We just use it. Now, obviously, we use English all the time, so my sons are perfect in English. But if you want your child to be good at English, then it's on you. As a baby, just use English. Don't teach it. You don't need to teach. Just use it. So, for example, you could say, like your baby is drinking milk, and maybe dad, you're drinking coffee. So you could say, Daddy likes coffee, baby likes milk. Daddy likes coffee, baby likes milk. And that's all you have to do. Just simple little sentences. I love you. Sleep good. Are you okay? Did you go pee pee? I mean, just simple sentences without an intention of teaching, just using. Now, moms and dads, be careful. Make sure your pronunciation is good, right? I can help you with that. But for children, in my opinion, that's the best way for them to learn. That's stage one. Whoops, stage one. There we go. Stage two, students. My definition of a student is someone who's studying English and they have to take a test. They will take a test. So maybe that's third grade elementary school. If there's an English course at school and there's a teacher teaching English and there's a test, then they're a student. You could be 28 years old and you're preparing for the IELTS exam. You're a student. The way a student studies English, the best answer I can give you, listen to your teacher. Listen to your teacher. Your teacher will prepare you for an exam, right? That's the teacher's job, to prepare you for a test. Your job as a student is to pass the test. So you need to listen to your teacher. You need to memorize a lot. Grammar, vocabulary, a lot of memorization. And for many people, when they memorize something, they memorize it for a test, and then after the test, it's gone. That's very common. Teachers teach academic English, and that's great. But when you're an adult, or simply when you're with your friends, we don't use academic language, right? The way a teacher teaches, the way a news anchor gives the news, it's not the way we talk to our wives or our husbands or moms or dads or children or friends. So if you're not a student, meaning you're not studying English for a test, then you're step three, adults. You could be 18 years old and be an adult. You could be, 35 years old, whatever. The point is, when I say an adult, there are no tests. You're using English for communication reasons. Communication is speaking and listening. And like I said, when we communicate between people, we don't usually use academic English. So a lot of the English that you studied in high school and college, it's good, but you're not really going to use it. It's I have a book. And this is a great book. It's 1,100 words you need to know. If you're a student and you're preparing for an exam, these are 1,100 words you need to know. But if you're an adult and you use English for business or for friendship, or you use English to watch TV shows or listen to podcasts, then these 1,100 words, you're not really going to use. You may, but not much. Communication, the language, the vocabulary is actually not as complicated as you think. Do you guys know the TV show Friends? Joey, Monica, Chandler, Rachel, Phoebe, and I'm missing somebody. Ross. Those 6 characters. You know the TV show, very popular TV show. Many people know it. Did you know that if you took every Friends TV show, all 10 years, every 240 episodes, and you took every conversation that they have, every single one, and you picked the most common words, 90% of every Friends TV show uses only 743 words. That's it. 90% of every single Friends TV show, the vocabulary, only 743 words. That's it. Now, the good news is you know those 743 words. The bad news is you don't know how to use them. Yeah, that's the tricky part. It's something that we teach. But I'm telling you this because if you're an adult and you want to be good at English, don't study like a student. Don't put too much emphasis on vocabulary or grammar. You need to put emphasis on using English. Use the English that you know. Even if you can't remember much, you only know 20 words, whatever, you start using it. That's what you have to do. It's very important. Speaking first, then listening. For kids, you can see here, for kids, listening first, then speaking. For students, listen to your teacher. And for adults, speaking and then listening. This is the system that works best. And that's what we teach. Why is it different? As adults, you already studied probably 3 years of English in middle school, 3 years of English in high school, maybe more in college. You studied a lot of English. There is no more grammar to use, to study, to learn. You studied all of the important grammar. So why are you bad? Why can't you remember? Because you're not using it. I told you, 743 words is 90% of every Friends TV show. You know those words, but you don't know how to use them. Adults, if you want to improve your English, you need to use it. It's so important that you start using it. I have 2 programs, 2 classes that help you do that. And I want you guys to check those out. They're very, very useful. So I've built my career on helping adults master English. And we have a community that's free, completely free. I would love for you to join. You can see right down here, right down here. It's skool.com/LME. I'm going to show it to you on the board behind me. So just a second. Hopefully the microphone will pick up everything. I'll try and talk louder. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. So this is my community. It's called Let's Master English. The URL is skool.com/LME. It's free to join. You need an email address. That's all you need. So you can go here, skool.com/LME, and sign up. It's completely free, and I want you guys to join. We have so much in our community. Right now, there's a live class happening, Word for a Minute. This is a live class that we have every Wednesday. Sometimes the dates change, but this is a class where, have you had this experience? You want to speak English, you want to say something in English, but you can't remember the word. What do you say? This is a class that fixes that problem. It's happening right now. We have so many live classes that are free that you can join and start using English. I'm going to show you the calendar. So in our community, you see calendar right there. Click on that. And this shows you all of our live classes in this community. So today happens to be the 4th. Any live class, all of these are live classes, okay? All of these are live classes, but ones with pictures, you see the pictures? Those are open to anyone. They're free. Tomorrow, we have one. This is a speaking class. What about this one? What about this one? This one, this one? No, you got to pay for that. But don't worry. The other ones are free. On Friday, we have 3 more. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Saturday, Sunday. Every day, we have live classes that you can join and actually use English. And it's completely for free. Join my community. It's an obvious choice. If you need to improve your English and you have a place to use English, then our community is perfect for you. Okay, so I want you in there. Now, we do have classes too. We have lots of lessons. If you want to take them, that's great. And actually, I can tell you right now, there's 2 special offers when I live stream. Today, I'll talk about one special offer. You can get speaking lessons and listening lessons for only $8 a month if you want. Only $8. That is crazy. Now, the speaking lessons, they're going to focus on pronunciation. Obviously, that's important. Sentence intonation, the ups and downs of American English. Sentence rhythm, the music. And we put that together for flow. Let me explain. And it's called PERF. I'll explain. So we'll go to the classroom and we'll try this one. It's not going to show me. Let's go try for free. And this is the speaking lesson. And this is an assignment. Let's look at it. Oh, I got to join the group. Blah. I don't want to join. Anyway, it's called PERF. I'll show you another picture so you can see PERF. There you go. So this one's $49, but don't worry, you can get it for $8. P, pronunciation. I, intonation. Intonation, again, it's the ups and downs. So let me give you an example. My wife didn't hit, H-I-T, me. My wife didn't hit me. It's a terrible sentence. Should I write it down? I'm going to write it down real quick. It's true, though. My wife didn't hit me. Okay? So it's an easy sentence. My wife didn't hit me. But I can change the meaning of this sentence by changing the sentence intonation. Listen carefully. My wife didn't hit me. 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 So you can see how I changed the stress on the words. And each of those sentences are different. My wife didn't hit me. Somebody else's wife hit me. Your wife hit me. My wife didn't hit me. My son hit me. My mother hit me. My brother hit me. My wife didn't hit me. She was going to, but she did not. My wife didn't hit me. She kicked me. She scratched me. She pulled my hair. My wife didn't hit me. She hit you. She hit somebody else. This is sentence intonation. This is an easy example, but especially if you're like a business person or even in a friendship and you say something in English and your sentence intonation is not right, you can have a big misunderstanding, a very big misunderstanding. This is something we teach. And in our perf class, in our speaking class, we're really good. Right now we have thousands of students. And the average student to master intonation, right here, the I, takes 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, you can master American English sentence intonation. And once you master it, you'll never forget. It's like riding a bicycle or learning to swim. Once you learn, you'll never forget. Okay, that's intonation. Rhythm. Rhythm's a tough one, right? Rhythm is the musicality, mellifluousness, the flow. You got a long sentence. When do you pause? Changing the volume. Sometimes we talk loud, but sometimes we want to talk softly. The speed. Sometimes we're excited or we're angry and we speak fast, but sometimes we're tired or depressed and we speak slow. It's the gesticulation, the body language. It's the expressions that you use. It's your eyes. All of this is rhythm. Interesting point. American English and British English sentence intonation, pretty much the same. But American English and British English rhythm, many times is very different. Why? British people tend to have a mitigated style of speaking, a softer, more polite, very intellectual. It sounds really smart, right? But it's very polite, and not as emotional. Whereas Americans, much more emotional, very direct in our speaking. It's quite different. So I teach rhythm. And like I said, for intonation, it takes about 4 weeks to master. I'm going to change colors. It takes about 4 weeks to master intonation. Rhythm takes about 12 weeks. On average, for our students, it takes about 12 weeks to master rhythm. Again, once you master rhythm, you'll never forget. It's like learning to ride a bicycle or learning to swim. It'll be in you. Now, once you master intonation and rhythm, already your speaking will sound so much better. But the amazing thing is, your listening will improve too, because now you know how Americans are speaking. You'll understand the intonation and rhythm, and you'll be able to understand so much more. It's magic. What about pronunciation? Pronunciation is tricky. When I talk about pronunciation, I like to tell people your pronunciation needs to be clear. It doesn't have to be perfect. You do not have to sound like an American. You can have an accent. If you're Spanish and you have a Spanish accent, cool. If you're Russian, you got a Russian accent, whatever. Doesn't matter. As long as your pronunciation is clear. But your pronunciation needs to be clear. And I'll explain why if you don't know. If you're speaking English, right? You're speaking English to me and I'm listening to you and your pronunciation is not clear, I have to focus and concentrate on what you're saying. I have to be all my attention is on you. That's not communication. I'll explain. As I'm concentrating on listening to every word you're saying, I will hear every pronunciation mistake. I will hear every grammar mistake. I will hear every structure mistake, every intonation mistake, every rhythm mistake, every collocation. I will hear every mistake you make. That's not good, especially in a business or in a friendship. Not good. However, if your pronunciation is clear, when I listen to you, I'll relax. And I'll be thinking about what you're saying, and I'll be thinking about what I want to say. This is communication. If my brain is completely focused on your pronunciation, that's not communication. But if your pronunciation is clear, now I can relax and listen to you. And you know what the magic is? I'm not going to hear grammar mistakes. I'm not going to hear structure mistakes. I'm not going to hear the mistakes. I'm going to hear what you're saying. And now we're having an actual conversation, real communication. This is how important pronunciation is. But how do you fix pronunciation? Yeah, that's really tricky. In my opinion, if you're an adult, right? We're busy. We have a busy schedule. We have life. We have children. We have jobs. We have the weekend. I mean, we're busy. The fastest way to fix your pronunciation is to have a coach, one-on-one training, one-to-one, man-to-man. But that's expensive, right? Well, no. If you join my community, we have free one-on-one training every Monday, every Tuesday, every Friday, every Saturday. Let me check the schedule. I'll show you the one-on-one pronunciation training, which is free if you join my community. Let's go to the calendar. Clear the screen. So again, if there's a picture, you can join it. So you see here, this is Monday. It says AMA. AMA. AMA means ask me anything. It is our one-on-one training. This is where you go to get one-on-one training for your pronunciation. We have it every Monday, every Tuesday. We have more on right here. This is that's Thursday. No, Friday. And then we have another one on Saturday. If it says AMA, if it says AMA and there's a picture, you can join it. And then there's mine. I do it too. Mine's right here. So this is mine. So we have different coaches. We have many coaches, lots of coaches. Don't worry, I pay the coaches. I pay the coaches, most of them. But you don't for those. Now we have a lot of other AMA classes like here. AMA, and there's no picture. You can take those too, but the price, I can't remember. I think the price is $28 a month. That's cheap for one-on-one training. It's really, really cheap. So anyway, to fix your pronunciation, that can take a long time. But I want you to understand that you can always come to us and we'll help you for free. Yeah, until I die or the coach dies or one of us dies, right? So this is my offer to you. I want you to join my community, skool.com/LME. If you're really serious about studying English, sign up for the courses, LME speaking and LME listening. Once again, I'll show you where that is in the school. It's in the classroom. LME speaking course, LME listening course. You sign up. When you sign up, you have to pay $8 and you get both. You get both of these. They both open up. And they're excellent lessons. Oh, and there's a live class for that too. So just for that. So it's really an amazing opportunity. I'm really excited because we have VIP lessons, right? And every month we do, speaking VIP and listening VIP, but they're expensive. $75 for VIP with live classes, $170 a month for personal feedback. So it can get really expensive. And I know a lot of people out there, they don't have $75 a month, $170 a month. If you do, you can join our VIP, but many people don't have that much money. So this is why I'm so excited to have this $8 offer, $8 a month. It's crazy. And it's really exciting for me. And all the live classes. We have so much fun. The community is fantastic. So join my community. That's the message today. Join my community. I'm going to look right now. Make sure somebody hasn't joined while I'm watching. Oh, we got 3 people. Look at that. That makes me happy. Let's see who joined. Semyon joined. Bolutife Tife joined. I can't pronounce these names. Maria joined and Bernardo joined. This is fantastic. Welcome, guys. I'm so happy to have you. Yeah, I want everybody to join. It's right down here. Where is it? There we go. Skool.com/LME. If English is important to you, which it should be, then we can help you. Our community, again, is free, which is so cool. But of course, we have lots of great classes that you can take too. Take your time, though. But don't take your time joining the community. Again, you're watching videos. I know a lot of people watch YouTube videos, Facebook videos, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You're watching videos. You listen to podcasts. I'm telling you, if you're an adult, you're not doing it right. You need to use English in real situations. You have to. That will help you improve. That way you know what your problems are. Just watching and studying and taking notes, it's not enough. It really is not enough. You need to use English. And I've created this community where you can actually use English every day, at no cost. It's free. Why do I do it for free? Well, I've been an English teacher a long time, and there's nothing better than knowing that I've helped somebody overcome a problem. I think it's good karma, right? But what happens is a lot of people, once they realize that we are helping them, they join our regular classes, and that's great. So it's kind of a promotion for my regular, VIP classes, but it doesn't change the fact that it is free, and it will be free until I die. So yeah, that's exciting to me. I really like that. I hope you do too. Another thing I want to talk about today, and this is again especially for adults, the 8 steps to mastering English. So most of you are watching this video because you want to be good at English, and most of you are adults. If you're a student, listen to your teacher. But if you're an adult, then I have some advice for you. There we go. The 8 steps to mastering English. Step number 1, fix pronunciation. Step number 2, master intonation. Step number 3, master rhythm. Step number 4, flow. I just talked about that. That's our perf class. That's our speaking class. But what about listening? That comes next. Step number 5 is listening. Remember, I told you, if we can master the intonation and rhythm, our listening is going to get so much better. Oh, by the way, what's flow? Flow is when we put everything together. Pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm. When we put that stuff together, that's flow. But listening is step 5. If you want to improve your listening, you need to improve your speaking. You really do. And speaking is not only pronunciation, it's intonation and rhythm. Very important. So in order for us to really be good at listening, we need to, especially step part 2 and part 3, we need to master those 2. While we're improving our listening, something interesting happens. I'm serious. People start to realize, oh my God, I can hear every word. Yes, yes, I'm so happy. But then they realize, even though I can hear every word, I don't really understand what they're saying. Or I can hear every word, but why is everybody laughing? Hmm. And that takes us to, whoops, where is it? I can't do my hand here. Over here, 743. That takes us to the 743 words. Remember I told you the 743 words? That's step 6, daily English. This is where I teach you those 743 words. I have two numbers here, 743. That's 90% of every Friends show, all the vocabulary. 90% of all the words. If you want 95% of all the words in Friends, it's 2,801 words. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. Okay, it's science. We have it in the community. We can show you those. We have the list of words in the community. Join the community. Once you learn what daily English is, and this is what I teach in my listening class, in my DDM class, then you realize vocabulary is not a big issue. Now, when it comes to expanding your vocabulary, I also teach you there are 4 areas you need to focus on. Number 1, daily English, 743 words. Number 2, your work-related vocabulary, professional vocabulary. You should know that. Number 3, your passion, your hobby-related vocabulary. You should know that. And number 4, most important, your personal vocabulary. You need to know that. That's really important. These 1,100 words, you don't need to know. Learning them is fine. You can learn them, but you're never going to use them. Okay? So vocabulary comes in at number 7, and you finally have an organized way to study and memorize and easily remember vocabulary. Finally, grammar. Now, like I said, if you studied English in middle school or high school, you studied enough English. You really did. Grammar. You studied enough grammar. There is no more grammar. There might be special grammar if you want to write a poem, right? Or if you're a lawyer, there's might be some special structure that you should use. Use ChatGPT. Seriously. But the regular daily speech grammar, you already studied it. You don't remember it because you don't use it. By the time you go through steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you will have used English so much, your grammar will be so much better. Your grammar improves on its own. And by the way, so is grammar important? Yes, but low on the priority. Unless you're writing something. If you're writing something in English, right? Like a business letter, a contract, some document, a presentation, your grammar needs to be good? No, it needs to be perfect. Your grammar needs to be perfect. So use AI, use ChatGPT, use Claudia. I don't even know what they are. Use Grok, whatever it is. Absolutely. Americans, we use it all the time. Microsoft Word has AI built in. So when we're typing a document, Microsoft Word tells us this is a problem. Google, when I write an email in my Gmail account, Google automatically fixes grammar. Use AI when you're writing. But when you're speaking, don't worry about it so much. Do we want to have excellent grammar? Do we want to have a massive vocabulary? Of course. But it's not the priority. Okay? This system, these 8 steps are actually very important to follow. And it's what we do. Specifically, I teach steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for step 7, I'll show you step 7. Okay? In our community. We have a section called LME Golden Nuggets. This is really valuable wisdom for learning English. You click on this. And right here at the top, easily learn, remember more vocabulary. Click on that. And then one more click. And it takes you to a 20-minute video. And this video, I explain exactly what you need to do. California. Hey, hello. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for saying hi. This video will tell you exactly. See, you can see here, daily English, professional, passion, personal. Those are the 3 areas for vocabulary that an adult needs to study. Seriously. Again, this is for adults. It's not for students. Students can follow my system too, but if you're a student, the most important thing is listen to your teacher and memorize. Okay? But my advice, I typically like to remind people, is for adults. Okay? That's pretty much it. One more thing. The final thing that I want to talk about is, so many people say, I want to learn fast, or I need to learn fast. What's the best way to learn quickly? And there is a great way. Let me show you. How to learn quickly. Number 1, quality. Number 2, consistency. Number 3, mistakes. Oh, that's cool. It's great to see you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you. Quality, consistency, mistakes. You need those 3 things to learn quickly. What does quality mean? Quality means you need to study something useful. There's so much out there, so much interesting stuff to study. There's so many great teachers on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, really funny people, really useful, really smart people. But is what they're teaching you actually useful to you? That's a big question. And people automatically say, yes, it's useful. Oh, I want to use it. But you never will. You almost never will use what you learn. Unfortunately, it's just true. If you live in America or Canada or Australia or the UK, you do have a chance to use English more. But most people don't. And they study these great lessons, but they never use it. So it's wasted time is what it is. It's wasted time. So you need to study something that is useful. When it comes to speaking, nobody can actually teach speaking because speaking is personal. It's natural, spontaneous, automatic. When you're speaking your native language, let's say you're speaking to your husband, or you're speaking to your wife, or your son, or your mom, or your friend. Are you thinking about vocabulary when you speak? Are you thinking about pronunciation when you speak? Are you thinking about grammar when you speak? No, you're just speaking automatically. Maybe you have some visions of what you're speaking about. So when you speak, you and your husband or your wife or your brother, sister, do you speak the same? Most people say, yes, we do. No, you don't. Everybody speaks differently. Everybody uses different words. Everybody sees the world differently. I see a cloudy sky and I'm like, oh, yes, this is great. I can go outside today. But a lot of people see a cloudy sky and they say, oh, it's going to rain. Everybody's eyes see different things. We experience different things. Our experiences change the way we speak. The way we feel changes the way we speak. If you're tired, if you're happy, if you're angry, if you're sad, you will speak differently. If you want something, you'll speak differently. If you want somebody to do something, you'll speak differently. Everybody's different, everybody's unique. So, in other words, it's impossible to teach speaking. I don't know your experiences. I don't know your grammar. I don't know your vocabulary. I don't know your hopes, your dreams, your fears, your goals. I don't know you. I'm not inside your head. Only you know you. So that's why in my speaking class, I'm not focused at all on vocabulary, grammar. What I do is we focus on a situation. We give you a situation. In this situation, this is how you should speak. Now you can practice. We actually give you useful situations so that you can learn pronunciation, intonation, rhythm, and flow so that you can speak your English perfectly. That's useful. There's so many TV shows out there that you can study English with, right? Oh, there's great TV shows. Modern Family, wonderful show. A lot of people like Modern Family. It's useless. It's useless. Movies. What about movies? Useless. Now, it's useful if it motivates you to study English, but to study what they're saying in the movies and in Modern Family is useless. I take that back. If you are a woman who's married to a man who's a real estate agent and you have two children, a teenage daughter and a middle school aged boy, and you have a brother who's gay who married another man who adopted a little girl from Vietnam, and your father is an old, mean, rich guy who's divorced and married a Colombian woman that's your age who has a son from another man, then Modern Family is perfect for you because they are going to be living your life. Everything they talk about will be very useful to you. But if that's not you, I'm really sorry, and people don't like to hear it, but it's true. It's useless. There are only two TV shows I recommend people study to improve their English. Number one is Friends, and we do that in my English camp. And number two is Seinfeld, and we do that in our VIP classes. Why is Friends useful? Because everyone, everywhere in the world has had friends. And what do friends talk about? Friends talk about boyfriends and girlfriends. They talk about movies. They talk about Friday night. They talk about work. They talk about family. They talk about dinner. They talk about vacation. They talk about things that are bothering them. They talk about things that they like. They talk about sports. They talk about music. And that's what Friends, the TV show, that's what they do. That's all it is. Friends is a TV show where you don't learn anything culturally. You learn how to communicate things that you already say in your native language. Believe it or not, Friends is easy. There are some tricks that we have to learn. The 743 words. We have to learn about American pronunciation. But Friends is absolutely the basic level, easiest TV show to study. And I teach it in my English camp, which is it's a live class. Seinfeld is much more advanced. Remember, Friends was 743 words. Friends is 743 words is 90% of everything they say. 90% of every word in every Friends TV show, 743 words. Seinfeld, 1,101 words. Much more difficult. It's much more difficult. 1,101. The reason it's difficult is they talk about so many different things about America, about American life. Seinfeld is advanced. It's the high level. It is excellent. I don't care if you like Friends or if you don't like Friends. If you like Seinfeld, you don't like Seinfeld. We're talking about studying. Those 2 TV shows are actually useful. So if you want to learn English quickly, you need to study quality. You need to study useful material. Okay? Number 2, consistency. You need to do it every day. Believe it or not, 5 minutes a day is not bad. What's better than 5 minutes a day is a minute and a half in the morning, a minute and a half at lunch, and a minute and a half at night. That's actually better than 5 minutes a day. But it needs to be every day. Every day. I'm a huge proponent of morning, noon, night. I don't care. 2 minutes morning, 1 minute lunch, 2 minutes night. I don't care. If that's all the time you have, anyway, do that. And by the way, I know you don't have time. Nobody has time. We're all busy. Trust me, everyone's busy. I have 2 kids, a big German Shepherd dog, 3 cats, a wife. I have 3 businesses. I've got a house that's old that I'm always fixing. I got to take my boys to jujitsu lessons and to singing. Believe me, we're all busy. Nobody has time. But if something is important to you, you make time. We don't have time. Most of us don't have time. We have to make time. So make time. Now, 5 minutes a day is good, but obviously, the more the better. If you can invest 20 minutes a day, excellent. An hour a day, outstanding. That's enough. And number 3, mistakes. The only way to learn is to make mistakes. You should know that, right? It is the only way to learn. You have to make mistakes. But making mistakes, if nobody tells you, that's no good. So somebody needs to be watching you and telling you you made a mistake. Many times you're using English or you think you're saying something correctly and actually you're wrong, but you don't know. So you need to have somebody listening to you, watching you, and telling you when you made a mistake. You have to have that. If you don't have that, you're not going to improve. It'll take you a long time to improve. So if you want to learn English quickly, you have to have useful, number 1, quality, useful stuff to study. Number 2, consistency every day. And number 3, somebody watching you and guiding you. Now, once again, join my community. My community is right here, skool.com/LME. And we will give you number 1 and number 3. I can give you all the useful quality information and the guidance, the coaching, but you need to give us the consistency. That's it. Just show up. If you join my community, we have a check-in now. I'm going to show you that. Daily check-in. Who is here? So I'm recording this on February 4th. Who is here? Daily check-in. And we watch what you're doing. Every day we do this. We just started doing this. But this is important. It kind of forces you, okay, English mode. Join my community and do the daily check-in. It's important. It really is important. English needs to be welcome to baked sweet potato. Kaori. Uh, English needs to, if English is important to you, English needs to be not a hobby. And I don't like to use the word habit, but habit is better. It needs to be part of your life. It's just not even a habit. It's just what you do. It's what you do. Oh yeah, English. Successful people like Elon Musk. Elon Musk. Everybody knows Elon Musk. Do you think he needs to set an alarm to wake up? Do you think he wakes up in the morning and says, "Oh, I don't want to go to work today. I just want to play games"? No. His life is being working. It's what he does. It's just part of his life. He doesn't think about it. It's what he does. I'm an English coach. When I wake up in the morning, I don't think about, "Oh, what am I going to coach today?" I just go and start doing it. I want English to be that in your life. I want you to be so uh great with English that if you're watching a TV show, you don't even recognize it's in English. It could be, let's say you're Brazilian and you're speaking, your family speaks Portuguese and you're watching a TV show that's in English. I want your husband or your wife to say, "Hey, change the channel. I don't understand. They're speaking English." And then you say, "Oh, oh, sorry. I didn't realize they were speaking English." I want English to be supernatural to you. That's what we do. That's what we train you for. I want you to be able to be in any conversation and not worry about your English, to be actually communicating, listening to people, thinking about your ideas, and sharing your ideas. If you're in business, I want you to rule I want you to have a monopoly, to rule business, to be the king or queen of your business industry. That makes me happy. That makes me excited. And you can get started by joining my community. Once again, guys, it's totally free. And we have lots of premium classes. We have classes that are free, and our most expensive classes, $1,000 a month. So there's a huge range of classes. So, but yeah, like I said earlier, the speaking and listening classes, you can start for $8 a month. You don't need to. We have free stuff. But if you are serious, $8 a month, that's a very safe investment. So check it out. Join my community. We have right now 3,900 people. We just started 3,900 people in our community, growing every day. And I want to see you in my community. Okay. All right. I don't think there's any questions. I'll show you a little bit. Feedback. This is somebody was asking a question about live classes. First post, picture of her cat. Afternoon, cup of tea or cup of coffee? I'm not sure. Valentine's Day is coming. We're choosing a movie to study together. This is a listening challenge. Can you listen to something and write it down? This is the same thing. This is from English Camp. We give speaking challenges. Oh, there's so much, guys. Join the community and check it out. You're going to love it. If English is important to you, then you need to be in skool.com/LME. All right. You can see it down there. In case you can't see it, I'm going to write it. Let me get, there we go. Skool.com/LME. That's it. You need an email address to sign up. That's all you need. Your name and email. And I'll see you in the community. Thank you so much for watching this. If you're watching it live, that's really, really cool. I see a bunch of people are watching it live. I'm unable to see everybody's message. I see some messages, but I don't see everybody's message. So if you type something and I didn't respond, I just didn't see your message. I'm sorry. So join my community and then go there and type something. Okay. All right. That's it for me. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. How do I end? There we go. Hello, hello, hello. This is Coach Shane. And we're streaming live. Just getting started here. Can you guys see my board? if I slide back. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, what about if I go all the way back? That's blurry. What if I stand up over here? Then do you see it? Stand back over here. No, it's just getting me. Let me see if I can fix this. Welcome, everybody. Video. Mirror camera allows you video resolution auto. Virtual background auto. What if I custom? No, I don't want a virtual background. No background. Oh, there you go. Oh, now you can see. Nice. Now you can see. I'm going to talk about a couple of different things today. And if you're here, that's great. We are live streaming on several different platforms right now. And I see some of your chat, but not everybody's chat. So I kind of apologize in advance if you text me a message and I don't respond. I just didn't see it. So I'm going to try to open up some of my other channels, and then maybe I can see some stuff. But I don't know if that's going to happen. New tab. Thanks for watching, everybody. All right, here we go. I see me. All right. So, my name is Coach Shane. You can see that down here, right over there. It says Coach Shane. Hopefully, you can see that. I've been teaching English for a very long time, since December of 1986. Isn't that crazy? Since December of 1986. There we go. That's what I like. And I really like my job. My specialty, my focus is helping people build their speaking skills and helping people build their listening skills. That is my specialty. And that's what I've done since December of 1986. I know I look so young, right? I look so young. It's hard to believe, but it's true. So when you are learning English as a second language, as a foreign language, there are 3 stages that you need to recognize, okay? And you need to figure out which stage are you. And I have it behind me. I'm going to push it over here so you can see it a little better. So the 3 stages, the 3 stages of learning English: kids, students, and adults. The way people learn English is different at these stages. So for kids, let's say you're a mom or a dad and you have children at home. I mean, from babies all the way up to 5, 6, maybe even 7 years old. Children learn best by listening first, and then they develop speaking. Listening, just like the way they studied, the way they learned your language, their native language, right? So if you're Spanish, Your baby speaks Spanish because you always speak Spanish at home. You speak Spanish, mom and dad, grandma and grandpa speak Spanish, aunts and uncles, neighbors, the store, the television, the radio, everything's in Spanish. The baby is listening to Spanish all the time, and eventually the baby starts speaking Spanish, right? That's natural. And they can learn English that way too. My son Mikey, he speaks poquito Spanish, 一点点 Chinese, and a wee bit French. How does he do that? Because mom and dad, we try to use those languages. We use those languages at home, just a little bit, but it's for fun. And they understand. And they can speak a little bit of Spanish and French and Chinese. It's pretty cool. And we never taught them. We just use it. Now, obviously, we use English all the time, so my sons are perfect in English. But if you want your child to be good at English, then it's on you. As a baby, just use English. Don't teach it. You don't need to teach. Just use it. So, for example, you could say, like your baby is drinking milk, and maybe dad, you're drinking coffee. So you could say, Daddy likes coffee, baby likes milk. Daddy likes coffee, baby likes milk. And that's all you have to do. Just simple little sentences. I love you. Sleep good. Are you okay? Did you go pee pee? I mean, just simple sentences without an intention of teaching, just using. Now, moms and dads, be careful. Make sure your pronunciation is good, right? I can help you with that. But for children, in my opinion, that's the best way for them to learn. That's stage one. Whoops, stage one. There we go. Stage two, students. My definition of a student is someone who's studying English and they have to take a test. They will take a test. So maybe that's third grade elementary school. If there's an English course at school and there's a teacher teaching English and there's a test, then they're a student. You could be 28 years old and you're preparing for the IELTS exam. You're a student. The way a student studies English